ready for our first match of the day. 1-0 versus PCG. Both of them undead players. Both of them from China. But definitely one of them expecting to be quite favored here. 1-0. One of the best players at the moment. And one of the best players, I guess we can safely say, of all time. PCG, I think every now and then also showing quite a few strong games. But in terms of hierarchy, normally finds himself well behind 1-0. Today, looking to change that. And no race switching occurred here. It is an undead mirror, tried and true. Alright. Get the names correct, and here we go. 1-0 in the bottom left, PCG in the top right. We got PCG in the blue. Both playing a Ted Fiend build, which is really surprising to me. Especially on this map. We don't see Amazonia too much anymore nowadays. It's been removed from many map pools, but here it is still in. And yeah, this map is great for ghoul creeping. This camp, excellent to do with ghouls, same for this one, and especially the two kobold camps in the middle, and the troll camps, all very, very easily creepable with ghouls because they all have medium armor. Well, not all of them, but most of the creeps. Thanks to the influence of Happy in Europe, we've been seeing a lot of Lich First from him. However, the Ted Fiend build is kind of a counter to Lich First if you play it perfectly. Whereas the Lich counters the Crypt Lord, and the Crypt Lord counters the DK. That's normally the way it goes. Tier 2 should be starting pretty much around the same time for both. Oh, and PCG is going to go for an Acolyte harass. He's going to try to surround one of the Acolytes here next to the mine. And if 1-0 doesn't react fast enough, this could definitely lead to an Acolyte kill and a cancelled tech perhaps. But if he doesn't get us around, that's never going to happen. Oh, but he got it. Can he do the swap trick? Nope. But there's a Scout Acolyte still alive, so he doesn't have to cancel the tech yet. Necessarily. This is certainly a lot of lost mining time for 1-0. Who is sending the Acolyte not quite into the base yet, doesn't want to lose that one as well. But now with the narrow tower finish and the DK around, 1-0 should be fine. But that was a decent start. I'm not sure who it was better for in the end though, because 1-0 did get level 2, and that's a big experience lead for him. As Acolyte number 5 will be joining the gang. Alright, so goal difference is, okay, it's kind of confusing. It's 250, right? Yeah, around 250 gold. That is definitely noticeable. It's like one fiend. Whoa. Ghoul coming. Is he trying to tower? What is going on? Did he make a 4th ghoul on accident? I think he did. Oh, this is a weird game by PCG. Who doesn't have any fiends yet. Huh. The second attempt at a harass doesn't seem to be as fruitful. Is able to force a couple of coils out of 1-0 though, and the mass skeleton summon is definitely annoying, but it will be cleaned up over time. 1-0 having only one fiend for a long while. Can't eliminate the units too quickly, the summons. As now one fiend is coming in. Yeah, I think that 4th ghoul for PCG was just a mistake. That does not seem like it does anything. And by mistake I mean not that he went for a bad build. I think he just did it on accident. I don't think it was intentional. Finally, Fiends are coming for PCG. We have a Naga second. Oh, okay. Can be pretty good in Undead Mirror. Also something that 120 used to play quite a bit. Especially if he had the lead after the early game and the levels were low. But since PCG doesn't have HP and no aura, he can't really play aggressive. But 120 counters with his own Naga. And 120 has all the map control in the world right now. Can easily get both troll camps. Kobold camps, I mean. And maybe even more. DK is about to reach 3. Wow. When do you ever see that? Level 3 versus level 1 DK. Oh my goodness. PCG now very far behind. And this Naga might just be dead. Couple more swipes and a coil will be enough for the kill. That was not enough though. GG. Okay. We are catching up on the schedule, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Rough game for our underdog PCG. 120 takes the first map very convincingly. Maybe still a bit flustered after having come home a little bit late and being a bit late to the game. Yeah. That did not go as planned. The instant DK harass, that can actually work out pretty well if you do kill the Acolyte and you force your opponent to cancel the attack, but 120 still had the Scout Acolyte. Didn't have to cancel, didn't fall too far behind, and PCG just never went creeping. You never got level 2. You need that level 2. Quick 1-0 lead for 120. We of course expect 120 to take the W here. He is the big favorite. But I would also expect some unusual shenanigans from 120. This is something that especially in the past he used to do quite a bit. Play weird strategies like Dreadlord first, Lich, Mass, Gargs. Weird stuff. But he has mostly streamlined his play over the last few years. Not fooling around so much anymore. So he might just play straight up all the way. We'll see. For our second map, we will go to Concealed Hill. Is that map better for Lich? I don't really think so. I think it doesn't get much better for Lich Ghouls than Amazonia. So maybe we're just gonna stick with DK Ghouls. All DK Fiends, I mean. All the way through. Let's see. We go to map 2. 120 in the bottom left with the lead. PCG top right in the blue. And indeed, it's just standard DK. Interesting how the meta seems to be different over in China. In Europe, we see a lot of Lich first plays. Sometimes some Crypto and Expo plays. But here, it is old school, gentlemanly DK Fiends. Which is sometimes the least exciting meta, where in the beginning normally just creeping is being done, and only in the late game fights will break out on tier 3. So normally the creep route with Tet Fiend build in Undead Mirror is orange, green, shop, green. And that's level 3. And if you get a Wand of Illusion, you can also move south if you're in the north and try to steal this camp away, the lab, from your opponent, which would be a big deal. Or if you're very daring, can try to go for the red. So this is what you gotta scout for. You gotta scout where your opponent is creeping, what item he's getting, if he's getting Wand of Illusion, that he's not being too greedy, and that he doesn't get the red camp. That's normally the plan for the early stages. You can also try to be sneaky and steal this green camp away, and maybe this one, but normally that's always less efficient than just going for the own safe creep route on your side. Acolyte will be killed, but that slows down the creeping quite a bit for 1-0. That's at least 20 seconds that he's gonna be slower here. Okay, it might be less actually. May not cost him that much time in the end. Items will be very important. How stacked your Lich is hugely influential. You want to have as much damage and mana on the Lich as you can. Gloves of Haste are okay, but not as good as Claws or Circlet.
The player's forces are under attack.
Mantle and gloves looking quite good for the Lich already, especially the mantle. Perfect. Over here we have slippers. Also not too bad. More attack speed for the Lich, and later on for the Dark Ranger. Pretty good. What is there all of a sudden? It's creeping a bit faster, which is very surprising, considering we saw a bit of an Acolyte harass here early on. I think PCG didn't quite spam the Rod of Necromancy as much as he perhaps should have. And that's why 1-0 is catching up right here in creep speed. Having to use a bit of mana here and there for coils. I guess also there, PCG retained more of his mana. And yeah, we're seeing the standard creep route. Once Lich comes out, we may have a big contest for the red camp. Of course, as we all know, you can pull the Overlord easily behind the tavern, trap him, kill him, take the big item. And both players want to ensure that for themselves. They both found sentry wards, and they place them towards the red camp. They want to know if the opponent's trying to go for the big ogre. BCG's tech is actually a bit faster. I wonder why. 1-0. Running into his opponent's main base. Summoning some skellies. He knows there's no way this is ever going to do anything. But wants to pull his opponent back. Out of position, perhaps.
The player's forces are under attack.
While the fiends are over here, but they're perfectly spotted by the sentry. Once pulls the camp, but without a Lich, he can't creep it yet. And both players placed their sentries very well, knowing exactly what's going on. Full HP on the DK, same amount of fiends, same mana. But PCG has more skellies right now, and the skelly count is very relevant in these kind of early fiend skirmishes. We got tier 3 coming, Slaughterhouse. All the norm. Oh, PCG forgot about the Ziggurat. That means his statues are gonna be very late. Oh, that's painful. Oh, he still doesn't realize. Yikes. But an ensnare against 120's Fiend. That could be the first kill here, perhaps. The coil is there. So far, no casualties. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there we go. Now he realizes. Double ziggurat. Ooh. That hurts a lot. Oh. Both had a sentry there. PCG remains, or retains rather, his. One Zero has the first statue, whereas PCG still has to wait a long time. And this should give the upper hand to 1-0 to get this red. Yoga Lord still not dead. The big experience still up for grabs. Tier 3 done. Time for the Dark Ranger. 1-0 finally wants to claim the big boy. Did you guys play Red Dead Redemption? The main character, Arthur Morgan, has this cool accent. I think it's a Louisiana accent. And he doesn't say boy, he says bois. I can't do the accent. I'm sorry. I'm doing a bad impression of it. But yeah, I recently finished playing Red Dead Redemption 2 the first time. It was like maybe 2 months ago or something. And beautiful game. Beautiful. My next single player game that I want to finish is what's it called? God of War. I wanted to say Ragnarok for some reason. The new God of War. Ragnarok is going to be the next one coming out, right? That's why I was thinking of that one. But yeah, I didn't play that one yet, where there also is a boy involved. Oh, and by the way, 1-0 got the best item on the map. It was a very wise choice to put so much emphasis on this red camp, the Khadgar's Pipe of Insight. Absolutely amazing. Bonus mana region for the heroes and the statues, and also for banshees, if we should see them. But we don't see them yet. We say bon in Louisiana. Oh damn, are you actually from Louisiana? That's pretty cool. I hope you didn't get too upset when Tom Segura said that Louisiana should be removed from the Union. Oh, what is there expanding on the high ground? Ballsy. Shows his confidence. And why shouldn't he be? He's been looking very strong lately. Is the magnum opus of undeads in Asia. Has been for a long time. But this should certainly be cancelled. 1-0 now going to launch an attack towards the main base. PCG is going to have to TP back. Does so quickly. Didn't lose anything yet. Wait. Oh, he faked the TP. Oh, with a telestaff. That was nice. Creeping the camp here away. Oh, PCG is far behind in experience. Lich is 1 level down. DK is 1 level down. That's a huge deficit. Alright, here comes the TP. Silence applied, but there's a destroyer ready for the instant dispel. I like that. Burrow on the Fiend. Oh, and the Lich. Ooh. Quite some damage there. Does survive. But 1-0 bought enough time for the expansion to be finished. Thank you, Taker, with the raid. Hello, Raiders.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now 1-0's got his win condition here. He knows he only has to defend. And then he's going to be fine. Ooh, I like that. Look at that. There's enough space between the Necropolis and the Haunted Gold Mine to put a shop there. Ooh. I'm going to start doing that as well. That's very cool. Not very complicated, but very effective. One Fiend going to be sniped out here, 1-0. Oh, heal scroll actually. Keeps the Fiend alive. 1-0 doesn't have a destroyer yet for some reason. It's got the gold. Players didn't forget about the dust. Ledge in trouble now. Oh, didn't pull the Evo Potion. Coil just a bit too late to save the second hero. No Orb, no Nova. No way that PCG can take this fight anymore. And he has to tap out GG as the next map also goes to the favorite. 1-2-0 claims 2-0 at match point. And with that, 1-2-0 only one map away from making it into the main stage. Here in the prelims, the wheat is being separated from the chaff. Yesterday we had perhaps one surprise with Focus beating Colorful. Colorful recently had been looking a bit stronger between the two. But yesterday, Focus had a great series against Colorful, got the revenge, made it through, eliminated Colorful. For Happy versus Thunder, it was extremely one-sided. Thunder stood no chance there. And for Moon versus Zhao Kai, it was very similar. Moon there flexing, I guess you could say, with 3 different strats, 3 different heroes, but also all wins going to him. And Lawlight also looked convincingly stronger than his opponent Fortitude yesterday. He's ready for a new Avatar. That's true. Avatar 2 is coming out this Christmas. I saw the trailer a couple of days ago, and I am very excited. I loved the first Avatar movie. I thought it was amazing. To be fair, like story-wise and complexity-wise, it was, you know, a bit basic, but just the beauty of the world that they created, I thought was wonderful. Wonderful. Alright. What was I about to say? Yeah, I saw the trailer. I gotta say, the trailer, it didn't show much, which I like. I don't like it when trailers reveal too much. It certainly didn't blow me away. It was kind of a pretty timid trailer, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it in the cinemas. Are they still gonna do it in 3D, I wonder? Almost no movies have 3D anymore. Do they still make movies in 3D? I always felt like 3D for movies was just a useless gimmick that, of course, the movie industry gladly picked up because with 3D you could charge more money. And of course it was Avatar 1 which started the whole 3D trend, the 3D wave, where suddenly everyone had to do a 3D movie. But I go to the cinema quite a bit, but I go like to alternative cinemas, I guess you could say. So, do the big cinema complexes still have 3D movies? I feel like the answer should be no, but I'm not sure. Can someone Google that right now for me, please? Is Avatar 2 in 3D? I want to know. I feel like James Cameron wouldn't do it another time in 3D again, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Players' forces are under attack.
I never knew I could care so little about something until this 3D talk. Alright, bro. Thank you for the positivity that you bring to this stream and to this chat. We appreciate it. 120 will appreciate this circlet of nobility. Always a wonderful find. Ring on the other side. That is not what 120, what PCG wants to see. It seems like PCG needs a bit of assistance to have a chance here against the big favorite.
A player's forces are under attack.
Life of Pi was awesome in 3D. I never saw Life of Pi. Still gotta catch up on that, I guess. Ooh, perfect items for 120. He's very happy about that. Oh. PCG with the worst items. Not a good start for our homie PCG here. PC, 3D gave me a headache. I had to watch The Hobbit 3D for 3 hours with the dwarf singing in my face. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. The Hobbit was in 3D as well. Such a shame how they ruined The Hobbit. Those movies were so terrible. What happened to Peter Jackson, by the way? That wasn't his only movie recently that was bad. There was also The Lovely Bones, which was pretty terrible. Kind of weird, right? How some artists can have such truly wonderful work, such masterful pieces, like The Lord of the Rings, and then they make The Hobbit.
Players' forces are under attack.
Strange. Strange. All the more impressive when you see artists who always remain masterful and never drop in terms of quality. Like Daniel Day-Lewis, my favorite actor of all time. Incredibly talented. Best actor, in my opinion, in the world. And also, Denis Villeneuve, the Canadian director who made Dune and Arrival and Prisoners and Sicario, who is, in my opinion, the best director in the world right now. I like The Hobbit. That's cool, you know. People's tastes are different, you know. Nobody has the right answer of what is and isn't good. But I certainly didn't like it. 120 bought another circlet here. This Lich is going to be supercharged once he comes out, but it's going to be soon. Both Liches on the way. Some stuff with The Hobbit was good, but they went way too far with making it basically a cartoon. For me, in my opinion, the only good part in The Hobbit was Benedict Cumberbatch as Smaug. I think his portrayal of Smaug was really good. And everything else I thought was not so good. BAM! Look at that Lich. To be fair, also Klaus +9 here on the other side will help out quite a bit. Oh, coil on cooldown. Might be the time to use the Nova now. But not enough damage here really to force too much. 120. Not overly confident here. Is giving some respect to PCG, falling back. Normally, cool kills shouldn't be able to be achieved here by either player. Especially once the first statue comes out. This time we don't have a supply block for PCG. Look at that, 120 took a lot of damage on all of his fiends already. Oh, PCG's forgetting to make the statue. That is also costing him valuable seconds where he's not going to have a statue for some time. Dune was so bad, I don't like it. David Lynch's was way better. I gotta say, I never saw David Lynch's Dune. It always looked a bit silly to me. But for most people, I hear that they say that it's kind of like a complicated mess. I thought Villeneuve's Dune was masterful. I watched it now 3 times. And especially when you watch it second or third time, you see how extremely efficiently done it is as well, storytelling-wise. There's so much going on in that story, and he did an extremely good job condensing it down. And also, of course, just stylistically and atmospherically, just amazing. I'm a huge fan of Villeneuve. I think he's unbelievably good. Alright, tier 3 has been reached. We have a Dog Ranger joining, at least for 1-0. Big item here from the Null Overseer. It's one of the worst ones. Scourge Bone Chimes will be sold, but 1-0 also got the experience. The Nova secured the last hit.
A player's forces are under attack.
PCG grabs the Immo Potion. That's also important. Only one shop on the map. 1-0 is going to have to be concerned about that. 6 Acolyte. Wow. Is he already expanding? Very early expo here for 1-0 apparently. Looking quite confident indeed. Orb being brought out. 1-0 doesn't have it yet on the Lich. Oh, that's a lot of damage missing. Finally gives it over now. Plus 17 now on the second hero. Not a single unit has died so far this game, by the way. 1-0 so far skipping the Destroyer upgrade. Goes for the expansion first.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, silence on the DK, focus on the Lich. PCG trying to go for a play to eliminate the Lich on the enemy side. But the silence gonna wear off, the coil is ready again. Quick reactions by 1-0, trying to not overexpose his Lich. Could also transfer the TP if necessary. Now, the Lich for PCG in trouble. Invo Potion still being held on to. Oh, might be able to kill the Lich now. Trying to transfer the TP is 1-0. Not quite, actually. Lich for him survives below 100 HP. Silence wears off and the coil is ready again. Still lots of mana on 1-0, who certainly seems to be managing this fight a lot better. For PCG, we got no more mana left on the DK. And wasn't able to win that fight despite having the advantage of an Invo Potion. 1-0 just simply seemingly better in all regards. The expansion about to finish. 1-0 on his way to have a clean 3-0 here. Just like Happy yesterday. And the same for Moon. But Moon's third game was really close. It was a fun one where he played Warden third against Xiao Kai's Orc. Stutter stepping on the Lich by 1-0, trying to get out maximum damage. Something I imagine he learned from Happy. The Silings hitting no units, that's not something he learned from Happy, but can happen to the best of us, I guess. Expansion about to be fully mining. 1-0 in upkeep, going for more upgrades as well. Skipping destroyers until now. I was about to say entirely, but finally he researches destroyers. Oh, and finds a mana stone. Will appreciate that one a lot. Blade Runner 1 is the legend. I much prefer Blade Runner, the remake. Also by Villeneuve. I think that one also is excellent. Absolutely excellent. I love science fiction movies, so I think I'm also a bit biased. Absolutely love sci-fi. And the wonderful thing is, Villeneuve is also a big sci-fi fan, so over the years I hope he's going to make a lot more sci-fi movies. Oh, Fiends all stacked up for the Nova. Good split. PCG pulls back part of the Fiends to not get hit too hard by the Nova. But he now seems to be too far behind. Is that the first destroyer of the game? I believe it is. Oh, gets webbed right away. Takes only 2 volleys to take out the destroyer. With these already 2-0 upgraded Fiends, it's so much DPS. 1-0 with the signature. 3 and more statues on the ground. Will take the clean 3-0 victory here. Oh, Invul transferred. Trying his best. I'm not sure if PCG is aware of the expansion.
A player's forces are
I don't think he scouted so far. PCG trying to hold on against an overwhelming force. Wow, A-bomb. A-bomb before destroyers. Unusual prioritization by 1-2-0. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying this is not what we normally see. And that is the GG. 1-0 takes it 3-0. And I am frozen again. There we go.